So, welcome to the first TF2 Talks, and here we're going to talk about the shotgun. So, when I first opened up TF2, I took a look at all the classes. We got the scout here, here's the soldier here, he got a rocket launcher and a shotgun. Okay, then I looked at the pyro, he's also got a shotgun. Alright, so I was like, okay, so we got the demo man, he got grenades, and heavy, he also has a shotgun. And the engineer is the engineer, and then you go into the medic. Wait a second. Engineer has a shotgun too? So, I was wondering, what's up with all these shotguns? Why have so many shotguns in a game? Usually, the shotgun is reserved for close range combat only. So, I see all these shotguns in the game, and I'm wondering, why the shotgun? And that's mainly what this video is about. You see, when Valve was planning out all their classes, they had the Scout, who's fast and does lots of burst damage, the Soldier, who can deny areas with rockets, and the Pyro, who lights people on fire. Heavy's got miniguns, and Engineer builds sentries. But they had all these slots, they had all these secondary slots, and they wanted a weapon that was reliable. They wanted a weapon that could deal out damage consistently, but also required a lot of skill to use, and thus came out the shotgun. So, why the shotgun? Well, let's go over this a little bit. Now, usually when you think secondary weapon, you think pistol. It's single shot, and you pull it out when you need it. But the developers of TF2 thought this wasn't the best secondary weapon, because the pistol, it has a single shot. And if you hit, you hit, you miss, you miss. They wanted the shotgun to deal reliable damage, so if you hit you with your pistol shots, they had to do a considerable amount of damage. However, to not overpower the pistol in this idea, they had to make it shoot quite slowly, like a revolver or even a sniper rifle. And they didn't want this for a secondary weapon. So they took the idea of shooting a one-burst shot, and they looked at the shotgun, and they saw how it has a lot of pellets, it has a large spread, but not too large. So that if you have the shotgun, you can still hit people with the spread, you can still see how much off you're aiming, while still giving a bonus to those who have good aim, and can land the full loop shot on them and get the full 80 damage, which is actually very impressive, and it's very forgiving in that way. In this way they add skill to an already reliable secondary. So if we take a look at the side here, we can see the shotgun has all these stats. Ramp up to 150, ramp down to 50, what does this all mean? What it means is that the shotgun is versatile. It can be a close-range finisher, or it can be a long-range heckling tool. So let's dive right into the classes and how they use the shotgun. So, how does the Scout use a scattergun? And if it's a scattergun, why am I calling it a shotgun? Well, the thing is, the scattergun is a lot like the shotgun. The only difference is that the scattergun reloads a little bit faster and has a 175% ramp up, which means that it does more damage close up. This is beneficial to the Scout because he's being the fastest class in the game. He can easily get into close range with opponents and engage them at his liking. So the scattergun benefits this, and it also fits the Scout in different ways that other classes have. One, because it's his primary weapon. Second is because his ridiculous speed. Of course, he's the Scout. And with the Scout, the shotgun is especially skill-based, because to hit the full 100 damage to reach the full potential of the scattergun, you have to aim and hit with all 10 pellets. Unlike other shotguns where you can just chip away at them at close range, it won't work with the Scout because he's so fragile. So to recap, the Scout moves fast, the scattergun does more damage at close range. Yeah, about it. How does a soldier use the shotgun? Well, since the show with Soldier's primary weapon is the rocket launcher, an area effect weapon which does a lot of damage and allows him higher mobility, then what use does he have out of the shotgun? Well, since the rocket launcher has only 4 rockets, and it takes a considerably long time to reload them, if you're out of rockets, you have nothing else to use but the shotgun. In that way, it becomes, in essence, a secondary weapon. A weapon that you pull out when you need it, and you just need that extra bit of damage to finish off the opponent. Also, you can pop them up in the air with rockets and finish them up with the shotgun and still have 3 rockets left to engage other enemies nearby. The Pyro, again, uses the shotgun differently than either of them because his flamethrower's damage per second is pretty bad. We could see him use the shotgun as almost a primary weapon. It's his only mid-range option because the range with flamethrower is so short, so when you need it, you can pull out the shotgun and just chip away at them at medium range until they decide to either back off, in which you should probably back off, or come into close range of your flamethrower. Also, the Pyro shotgun can be a large damaging tool, finishing off enemies that you have hurt with your flamethrower, have confused, set ablaze, and it works especially well if you pop them up into the air with your air blast, and then you can shot them once or even twice. And they're very easy to hit in the air because they have little to no control, especially if they're bad players, over their player hitbox, so it's easy to aim and predict where they're going to go. So the Pyro uses the shotgun as a damage tool rather than just a secondary weapon. Now, the Heavy doesn't really see much use of the shotgun. I mean, I suppose on paper you could say that if you're walking around, like you're rolling out to the front lines, you'd have your shotgun on hand. But really, the minigun spin-up is just too fast for that to even be an issue. By the time enemies have ambushed you or chipping away at your large health, they'll either have killed you or you'll have time to solve them. Because honestly, the shotgun doesn't really do any purpose other than for fun. And I play shotgun heavy too. I have a custom shotgun for my shotgun heavy. So it's quite fun killing people with a weapon that is otherwise really bad. So I think that's how that fits in. Engineer is the build sentry dude. Yeah. He builds sentries, and when he's not building sentries, he needs a way to defend himself. Now he's the shotgun and the pistol. Well, the pistol being more suited to medium range, and the shotgun being suited to medium close range. So he has a fairly reliable set of weapons to defend himself with. And that's really, in essence, where the NG shotgun comes in. Because it's a great defense weapon. It's great to pull out when you need it, it's great to finish someone off, it's great to fight alongside your sentries, but it's not really a secondary weapon. In fact, it fills the primary slots. So, if you're playing NG, you're going to want to get good use out of your shotgun. You're going to want to practice your aim with it, because if you just rely on your sentry, those can easily get destroyed. You need to be able to fight by yourself. So that's where the shotgun goes on NG. So that about wraps it up. Hopefully you'll know a little bit more about the shotgun than you did before. And if you like this, let me know, so I can keep doing it. So, peace.